Welcome everyone and thanks for joining me for another huge episode in this Manchester United series on FM17. The title race is hotting up and today we've got two huge fixtures. The first one being away to Arsenal at the Emirates, and then we've got Chelsea a bit later on. You can see elsewhere Chelsea in today's fixtures in the Premier League. Chelsea are at home to Burnley. A win there will do them good, especially going into the next game against us. The league leaders, Tottenham, are away to Crystal Palace. Come on, Palace, get a result there. Please do us a favour. And a bit later on, Man City play Liverpool, who are just hovering around outside that relegation zone. City, they're doing well at the moment. They've really pulled themselves together and they've climbed up the table. Now, since the last episode when we played Krasnodar in the final group stage game in the Europa League, well, I've played quite a few games off camera to get to the two games for today's video. So, we played West Brom on the Sunday away at the Hawthorns, and what a result, 4-1 to Manchester United. Zlatan with 2 goals to his name. Then we beat Burnley, only just though. They really did give us a good run for our money in that game, but thankfully we got the 3 points. Just a 1-0 win. Then we had Leicester, the champions, come to Old Trafford and we beat them 2-0. Rojo and Wayne Rooney getting on the score sheet. Then Watford came to Old Trafford. They also lost. This time they lost 4-0 and it was Zlatan Ibrahimovic with all 4 goals. An absolute stunning performance from him. And then things started to go a little downhill for United. We were at St Mary's to play Southampton. We took the lead. We made it 2-0 in the 35th minute with Zlatan on the score sheet again, and then Shane Long drawed a goal back. And then in the second half, in the 65th minute, Shane Long grabbed another goal. And you'll notice that Sergio Romero started this game. That was because David De Gea was out injured for over 10 days and had to miss a couple of games, as you'll see in a minute. Sam Johnson was the backup keeper on the bench. So weird not seeing De Gea's name amongst the starting 11. And then we had a visit from Everton. They came to Old Trafford and they got the win. Very disappointed by this. I mean, you can see the stats, 60% possession. We had 18 shots, 5 of those on target, whereas Everton only had 3 and 1 on target, which of course was the goal. And they got the win. Very disappointing. Then we kind of bounced back with a dominant 3-0 win against Middlesbrough. Attendance was low for that game. And you can see Chelsea, who we play later on in this episode, knocked us out of the FA Cup 3rd round. We couldn't even get past the 3rd round. It was always going to be a tough fixture, a tough tie. But Chelsea were in better form than us heading into this game when it came to the league. And Darmian getting sent off in the 50th minute didn't help matters. And then we drew 1-1 in the first leg of the semi-finals of the EFL Cup away to Brentford. And the massive rotation for the squad. You'll notice that Rooney got the first goal for United in the 8th minute and then they drew level. But I was very happy with the performance and the result, especially when you look at the team that I put out. Johnson in goal, had a decent game. Tanzabe at the back, 6.9 rating. Eric Bailly, Blins, Fosu Mensah started this game. Callum Gribben in the number 10 role. He did brilliantly, even though his rating says 6.8, which is kind of average. I mean, you can see how he's progressing as a player in the under-18s. I mean, look at that free kick taking attribute. Can't wait to get him on free kicks in the future. And also, I did replace Callum Gribben with DJ Buffonge. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Pretty sure it is. The age of 18. I really wanted to use some of the younger players, some of the players that have been standing out in the under-23s and the under-18s. And DJ Buffonge was one of those. Michael Carrick came on as well, just for that little bit of experience. But a 1-1 draw could have been a bit better. But anyway, up next, we've got Arsenal at the Emirates. Here it is then. This is the league table as it stands heading into our next game against Arsenal. Tottenham are still top. We're past the halfway point now, heading into the second half of the season. Arsenal 2 points behind us, so of course they will want to get the win, especially at home. Chelsea starting to catch up as well. Man City are also in with a shout in 5th on 39 points. And how about Bournemouth? They're just 3 points behind a Europa League spot for next season. Liverpool, though, are only 2 points adrift of the relegation zone. Mad. Feeling really confident for this game here today, even though it is a strong side that Wenger has selected. Up front, Olivier Giroud starts. Out on the left, Sanchez. In the middle, Ozil, and on the right, Oxlade-Chamberlain. In central midfield, Cazorla and Ramsey, and at the back, very strong looking defence, Monreal, Koscielny, Mustafi and Hector Bellerin. Going to watch out for that pace, as we saw earlier in the season when they came to Old Trafford and we beat them 2-0. Petr Cech in goal. On the bench for Arsenal, Walcott, Xhaka, Lucas and Coughlin. So, for Manchester United, it's Ibra that starts up front, who's in fine form at the moment. Just can't stop scoring. Daley Blind starts in place of Luke Shaw. Blind has been in much better form, so I thought I'd go with him today. At the back, Valencia, Jones and Eric Bailly. It's his last game now before he goes off to the African Cup of Nations. There we go. So United get kick-off. Just checking that the sound is on. And Herrera out wide to Mkhitaryan. As I say, feeling really confident about our chances here today. There's the league table as it stands. We've got the lunchtime kickoff, so we've got to wait a bit later until we see what the score is between Tottenham and Crystal Palace. Here is Herrera now, finding Pogba. Loses it out to Aaron Ramsey now, who's on the move for Arsenal. Finds Ozil. That's through for the middle for Giroud, and it's 1-0 to Arsenal. 12 minutes gone. That is shoddy defending. And Arsenal will overtake us. What is going on there? Ramsey finds Ozil and Giroud through the middle. Hits that on his left. 1-0 to Arsenal. Not a good start. So come on. Mkhitaryan. Herrera finds Pogba. Yes! 1-1. Equaliser. Back up to seconds. 32 minutes gone. Can we go and get our nose in front before half time? That would be perfect. Pogba takes the touch, has all the time in the world, slots it past Petr Cech. He just stood there, route to the spot. We so need this result here today. Those 3 points, it's crucial because it's Arsenal that are putting on the most pressure at the moment. But of course, if Chelsea get the win as well, they'll be right in with the shout. Chamberlain out, Pogba back to De Gea, out wide to Martial. He's got the pace to find the ball. Can he go it alone? He does. Finds Ibra. Martial through for Pogba. It's 2-1. We have got our nose in front. Paul Pogba with his second goal of the game. And as it stands, we are top. Level on points with Spurs. Ibrahimovic finds Martial. Hit first time. That is just perfectly set up. Look at the run from Paul Pogba. And we'll just press play here. Who is it? Santi Cazorla that was marking him. Monreal's keeping an eye on Mkhitaryan. So many options for United going forwards. Pogba makes sure he stays onside and volleys that into the bottom corner. Perfect. 2-1. Oh no, Mkhitaryan's injured. He's going to have to come off. Right, well, we'll put Mata out wide. We'll actually undo that. We'll bring on Jesse Lingard. We're going to need that creativity of Mata in the middle and the pace of Lingard out wide. How's it done? Mata looking for Ibra. Can't get on the ball. It's Ibra again. Finds Jesse Lingard. Mata to Valencia. This is looking good. Build up from United. It's Lingard. It's in for Ibra. Mata again. It's Martial! 3-1. 50 minutes gone. And what a lead we have now over Arsenal. Can we do the double over them this season? It's looking very likely now. I think that will have sunk Arsene Wenger and his team here at the Emirates. Time is up. It's up for Arsenal. There we go. What a result. We really needed that as well. What a turnaround. When Giroud got that first goal, I was kind of worrying. I thought they were going to go on from there, maybe get another goal or two. But it was Paul Pogba who stepped up for United, got those 2 goals, really turned the game around. And Martial was just the icing on top of the cake. So there's a headline. Look at that. Paul Pogba sends Manchester United top. But the question is, will Crystal Palace be able to get 3 points at Selhurst Park against Tottenham? Now, Emerick Mkhitaryan's out, could be out for 2 to 3 months with shin splints. We could send him to a specialist for 1.6k and he'll be out for 4 to 5 weeks. We've only got... Well, I'm going to do that then. We'll send him to the specialist. It'd just be stupid to send him to the physio and have him out even longer. I mean, Man United, the club, can fork out £1,600, I'm sure, just for the specialist. So Pogba leads the way for Manchester United. Can we see that spark that we saw in the game against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge when we play Chelsea next? Pogba had the quality to put the Arsenal defence to the sword. We will praise him, even though his morale is at an all-time high. It's not going to have much of a difference, me praising him, but hopefully you'll keep him going, spur him on for our next game then, against Chelsea. Yeah, just as expected then, Chelsea, who were at home to Burnley, did get the win. They got the 3 points with that 2-0 win. Hazard and Terry with both goals, and the league leaders, Tottenham, will remain top by 3 points as they have just beaten Crystal Palace 3-1 at Selhurst Park. Liverpool, though, who were living life dangerously, have picked up a massive win at the Etihad against City. It's finished 1-0 there. So there is a league table then. We're still 3 points behind Tottenham. Will we ever get the upper hand? What a huge game. I know I said that about the Arsenal one, but this is even bigger, seeing that Tottenham won their last game. This is what Football Manager is all about. We need this win here today at Stamford Bridge, not just because we're 3 points behind Spurs in the league, but also because they knocked us out of the FA Cup. Now, Mikel San Jose does start for Chelsea, their January signing. We are in January, of course. The transfer window is currently open. Costa, Hazard, Oscar, they all start. Danilo, their summer signing starts. A very strong team. No sign of Courtois, though. Doesn't even start on the bench. For Manchester United, Ibra starts, who had a poor game against Arsenal. Martial, Rooney and Mata in for the injured. Henrik Mkhitaryan, Depay is reinstated. He's back on the bench. Paul Pogba and Herrera. Pogba, who's brilliant against Arsenal, starts. Blind, Rojo in for Bailly, who is off on international duty now for the next couple of weeks. De Gea in goal as well. Oh, Tottenham have just took the lead against Liverpool. We've got a corner here. It's Marcus Rojo, yes! Rojo makes it 1-0 to United just 7 minutes into the game. Come on! Great corner from Rooney. Was it because of the confusion between... Who is that that's on the post for Chelsea? I mean, Rojo headers it. Confusion between the keeper and Oscar. You'd like to think with Liverpool beating Man City in their previous Premier League game that would give them the momentum. Oh, for crying out loud. Always speak too soon. Tottenham have just made it 2-0 at Anfield now. Well, we just have to make sure that we do get the win here today. City 2-0 up. David Luiz with a long throw here into the box. Eden Hazard, we need to win the ball back off him, and he puts it wide. It's still 1-0. Kante finds Oscar. Nicely intercepted there from Martial. It's forward for Ibra. They keep searching out Diego Costa. Here is Willian, who's going to go it alone. Oh, Herrera, please. Why? Why? Herrera conceding the penalty. He's going to get bucked. Thankfully, he's on the pitch still. Hazard to take. He's going to convert this. Unless De Gea can pull off the spectacular. Come on. Save this before half-time. It's 1-1. So now we've got it all to do again in the second half. Man City 3-0 up now against Stoke. And it's Kante, Oscar Kante again, who's on that yellow card. Here is Mikel San Jose. He's had a really good start to life at Chelsea. Rooney through the middle for Ibra, who's just a little too slow to latch onto the end of that. That would have been perfect if maybe I should have started sort of like Martial there. But Ibra's been in fine form lately. Kante went for God, dear oh dear. Unfortunately for you, Ibra, it's time to come off. You haven't performed. Going to put Mata in the number 10, Rooney forwards, and I'm going to bring on Jesse Lingard, who had quite a bit of an impact in that game against Arsenal. Here is Pedro now, who's come on to replace Diego Costa. I thought that would found the back of the net. Mata with the corner for United. It's Lingard! Lingard! No, it's Phil Jones that's just made it 2-1 to United. I was about to say, tactical genius for bringing on Jesse Lingard, but he was there, he was waiting for it. And was there more confusion again at the post between keeper and player? Dear oh dear. Just a couple more seconds. We've almost got those 3 points. Just got to dig in now. Well done, Valencia. Concedes the throw. Should be able to defend this. We've got everyone back apart from Rooney. David Luiz with the long throw. It's in for... I don't believe this. Absolutely. David Luiz's long throw causing confusion in the box. I mean, what is David De Gea doing? Why isn't he staying on his line? And what is Valencia doing on the post with Ivanovic? We outplayed Chelsea. We were so much better than Chelsea. But yet it finishes 2-2 because of that long throw from David Luiz. The confusion. Oh, I just hate moments like that in football. Look at that. Advantage once again stays in possession of Tottenham as they have beaten Liverpool 3-0. Harry Kane with all 3 goals. Whereas it finished 2-2 at Stamford Bridge. That draw cost us, man. At Chelsea. So disappointed. We're now 5 points behind Tottenham. Feels like a loss, that game against Chelsea, when we played so much better than them. I suppose there is still plenty more games to be played. There's plenty more twists and turns to be had. Up next, we've got Bournemouth at home. Then we've got Brentford in the second leg of the EFL Cup. For the next episode, I will be covering those 2 games against Legia in the Europa League first knockout round. First game being away, and then the second being at home. Hopefully between now and then, I'll be able to pick up our league form. Anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching.